Governor Glenn Youngkin. Well, good morning. President Ryan, Board of Visitors, Deans of the colleges, faculty, staff, family and friends, Ram Nation, graduates. What a distinct privilege it is to join you this morning to honor and congratulate the class of 2024. I could not think of a better day to celebrate than the day before Mother's Day. And it is on this day before Mother's Day where we recognize the many mothers who are here graduating, and of course the many mothers in the audience who are weeping with pride. We all want to simply say thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your commitment that helped bring us all to this day.
That right there is what it looks like when a Republican governor shows up to speak at a college commencement ceremony. Here, Glenn Youngkin, the Virginia governor, issued a commencement address at VCU, Virginia Commonwealth University, and he was met with a wave of students getting up and leaving the moment he took the stage. And look, not for nothing, but when you're the governor of a state and your plan to gain full control of government in the last election cycle was to promise everyone that you would impose a 15-week abortion ban, then I guess you shouldn't be too surprised when people start to not like you. Just, for starters. And what's worse for Youngkin, this wasn't even the first time that he himself has contended with walkouts from students protesting his presence at commencement addresses. In fact, last year, students also walked out of his commencement speech at George Mason University. According to reporting, protesters specifically called out his stance on how race and history are taught in schools and policies concerning transgender students. Although, in fairness, if a Republican can't punch down on vulnerable communities, if they can't attack trans kids and immigrants and low-income folks and women, then what would they possibly do with all of their free time? Govern? I'm just kidding. Interestingly, Youngkin had expected students to leave and used the impending walkout to scold those who would participate. Quote, "This is about celebrating hard work from VCU, students who have dedicated so much time to a great day of achievement. I firmly believe it can be a great day of celebration. I think anyone who thinks they're going to disrupt this for their own personal goals, is misguided. Let's celebrate the students." Of course, what he doesn't understand is that these students using their actions to peacefully protest someone who demonstrates nothing but hostility to Americans' basic human rights is a great way to celebrate. To be clear, Glenn Youngkin's stance is that women shouldn't have any bodily autonomy after a certain amount of time, and that he should make decisions on their behalf. And yet, he has the audacity to lecture others about advancing their own personal goals. The guy whose objective is to impose his personal religious and political beliefs onto everyone else is now clutching his pearls that other people are using their voices to advance what he calls their own personal goals. If Youngkin had any less self-awareness, he wouldn't be able to see himself in a mirror. Granted, Youngkin probably isn't too concerned about his image, given that he's term limited now and Virginia's gubernatorial seat is up for grabs in November of 2025. Not this November 2024, but next November, given that Virginia is one of just 2 states with off-year election cycles for state-level races. And the Democrats have recruited an incredibly strong candidate who seems to have already cleared the field, Abigail Spanberger, the current congresswoman from Virginia's 7th congressional district. But regardless of who runs, Virginia will be the state to watch in 2025, given the fact that it's not just a swing state, but a southern swing state, meaning everything from abortion rights to voting rights is on the line. In the meantime, though, all eyes are on this November. So hopefully this walkout is a precursor to Americans staying engaged and willing to stand up in November against the Glenn Youngkins of the world. Because abortion rights are on the line, voting rights are on the line, and democracy is on the line. I've got a really exciting announcement. I've written a book. It's called Shameless. This book explores how Republicans have exploited their historical branding while attacking our democracy, how the media has proven itself a willful participant, and how Democrats can learn from this to rebalance the political scales and save our democracy. It has been a lifelong dream of mine to write my own book, and so I'd like to ask you to pre-order it by clicking the link right here on the screen. And if you buy within this pre-order period, your book is going to come with a signed nameplate. As you know, I've never had a single sponsor on my channel. I don't ask for money or anything like that, but if you're looking for a way to support me, this is hands down the best way to do it. So again, follow the link right here on the screen, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for pre-ordering Shameless. And as always, make sure to subscribe to see more of my content.